Let's talk innovation. Again, you're the CEO of 4 major companies. Even those companies have major companies within those companies. Was this part of the plan, or did it just happen?
More or less just happen. I mean, well, let's just say that when I was in college, I wanted to be part of things that would change the world in a significant way. I did want to accelerate the transition to a sustainable energy economy, which is the sort of electric cars, solar, and batteries. You know, I think some kind of brain-machine interface that can give you cybernetic superpowers, I think, is probably good. It could, help people that have brain or spine injuries. Enable people who've never spoken for years to speak again, which we've done. Give people eyesight who have lost both eyes or the optic nerve, or maybe have never even seen at all, blind from birth, by direct interface to the optical centers in the brain. You can actually restore eyesight or give people eyesight that they've never had before. And you can enable people to walk again, which I think is profound. I mean, these are kind of Jesus-level things, like, let's say, like, when technologies are hitting, like, Jesus-level miracles, that's pretty good.
Shalom. Once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High. Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Ba'asham, Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, and salutations to all you sincere camp. And this is your brother Abawan back again with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash. All praises and glory is due, especially in the times that we are in. We're just going to go right into it, alright? This is the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, the 11th verse. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, right? And this is also going into, right, Elon Musk, and basically, man, you already see that Esau is beginning to push this whole MOTB thing, right? This is the next major prophecy that is coming on the earth, and these devils are getting ready to start pushing this technology. So now they are speaking of all the great things that they are able to do with the technology, right? Selling you on how it will make your life better, how it will bring humanity together as a whole, how it will be a net improvement and a net benefit for the human race. Oh, transhumanism, right? Oh, transhumanism, right? Oh, look at these quote-unquote Jesus level miracles that can be done with this technology, and that's straight out of the mouth of Elon Musk, right? And that's exactly what the scripture said would happen in these last days. And this is just more evidence, right? Just more proof to show you exactly what the MOTB is. Okay, so this is exactly what we expect to see from, basically the beast system, right? And those that push the image of, those that push the MOTB, where they come out and speak about it, in this manner. So basically, going into this system right here, the beast system, right? He speak as a, I meant he had 2 horns like a lamb and speak as a dragon, which is basically going into how the beast system works, right? The scriptures say. And let's get a quick. I wanted to get a quick precept, but nah. Let me just. I wanted to get a quick precept, but it's just to continue to speak on it, right? The 2 horns, of course, represent the 2 opposing sides of the beast system, Democrats, Republicans, right? The 2 opposing side political systems that you always have in this kingdom. And of course, they both still pushing, wicked decrees through their bills and so on and so forth, right? But that's really more beside the point. What I was actually going into was, alright, what I actually wanted to go into is this right here. The scriptures say, let's get that precept. How do I go to that? Hold on, Saki, hold on. Let me bring it out. I always forget myself. Their words were smoother than butter. Let's get that. Here it is. So this is the book of Psalms 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Right. And it's just basically going into the deception of Esau Edom, right? You are still trusting this devil to come out and tell you about how, oh, this new technology, oh, this new unrighteous decree, oh, this new, bill or philosophy or doctrine or whatever they have that they want to push on the earth. They lie about how it is for the benefit of humanity that you do. If you take this implant, you are developing an implant that can cure you of blindness from birth, showing you that Esau Edom, yeah, and I've already said this before, man. They don't have the ability to perform the miracles which Allah Yahweh had already performed, right? Curing somebody that has been blind from birth, right? Making the lame to walk again, casting out some of these unclean demonical spirits that are on people out here that are on people in the world, right? They are still unable to perform a lot of the miracles that you see that our Lord Yahweh did in the scriptures, and now they are, speaking about the MOTB as though it would be able to do the same. And this is how Esau operating the system, right? Whenever he's ready to push a new unrighteous decree, he sells it by talking about all the good things that he can do for you people that are in the world, only for it to come out and only exist, right? Only operate for the benefit of the elites of Esau Edom to continue to push their wicked agenda, because Esau isn't pushing this MOTB out here so that he can help you people out here in the world to heal yourselves, or to or to fix what, or to cure your blindness, or to make you walk again, or any of that, any of the things that Elon Musk is talking about. He's pushing this thing out here to cause you all to get, to receive his mark, man. To receive his mark ultimately, so you can be under his system, so you can have that power over you in his system, right? Let's keep going into it. Revelation 13 verse 12. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed, right? And the first beast, of course, represents really the Greco-Roman Empire, and the beast system right now is the revised Roman Empire. So the Roman Empire came back, in the form of America, Babylon the Great, and in the form of NATO and the EU. Okay, and these two systems really are basically set up in order to continue the worship and the veneration of the Greco-Roman Empire. That's why these devils, they'll tell you that, oh, Rome is the first civilization, that the second Rome, Greece is the cradle of civilization, and they always focus on the Roman Empire and the greatness of the Roman Empire, because let's remember, when you go into the Renaissance, okay, what the Renaissance is Esau Edom remembering their heritage. Is when that beast, that that deadly wound, right? When that second beast had finally raised up and brought back the knowledge, right, and the veneration of the first beast, which is the Greco-Roman Empire. That's when you really start seeing these devils going back and basically praising the Greco-Roman Empire, and following after its ways and following its system with your Senate, with your wicked Roman high holy days, your Lupercalia, all these different high holy days that eventually they converted into your so-called Christian holidays. And that shows you, man, that this is just showing you the prophecy and how the scriptures have been clear about what these devils have been doing on the earth, and showing you that the accuracy of the prophecies, right? So let's keep going into it. Now, Revelation 13 verse 3, and this is the main point right here. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of these miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. Right, so he caused fire to come down from heaven, which is of course the bombing, right? The nuclear, whether it's the nuclear bombs that they dropped in Japan, that's still a big deal even till this day, right? Or is the constant bombing campaigns that they are doing all over the Middle East, right? All over the Holy Land, and not just that, other miracles as well, right? So when this Neuralink comes out, even before the brain implant technology, even now, they already have quote unquote miracles that these devils have claimed to have done with the Neuralink technology, right? Where they basically, made somebody that was, how do they say it again, paralyzed from the neck down, right? And he was able to, they were able to make somebody that was paralyzed from the neck down still have function, right? Use his brain to basically play video games, which is a major deal, right? Because now they can show that just with brain activity, they can use it to control, things that are that they can use it to control things externally, right, outside of your body. That's exactly the goal of Isoid and with these fake miracles, right? Make you, you know, basically the whole transhumanism thing where they integrate your body with technology and make you, either stronger, smarter, better reflexes and so on and so forth, right? And is Elon and Elon has already been announcing, or rather Elon has already announced how he has made progress, with this technology, and that's exactly what he's doing in that video. And he's talking about the possibilities that exist with this Neuralink technology. As to whether he is capable of that yet or not, you don't actually know, right? It could be just ESOS speaking great things just in order to sell the technology, right? Or it could actually be capable of doing it. But one thing is very clear: even if these devils had that ability, he's not going to push it out there to you people, you low level Edomites, Babylonians that are in the world, right? That kind of technology, that kind of access is only going to be limited to the elites of Esau Edom, right? Even if they had that kind of technology, what you get is just the basic, C-hips, right? The basic MOTBs that will be able to track you, right? And basically shut down um and basically shut down your accounts and credentials and all that, in order to put you under the full control of the elites of Esau Edom, where you will truly have to go to them for want of all things, right? As the scriptures say, that's basically the curses that are upon our people. But now those curses will be that's basically part of the curses that are upon our people. But now, everybody on the earth will have to go to Esau Edom for want of all things, because you already know, or you should know, why this MOTB technology realistically is really being pushed on the earth, right? It is because of the God complex these devils have, the elites of Esau Edom. As the scriptures say, they opposed it and exalted themselves above all that is called the Most High, so that he in the temple of the Most High, seated on the throne of the Most High, showing himself to be the Most High Yahweh Shai, because these devils have a God complex, and this is what they are actually after, right? They're going to talk about all the great miracles that they can do, right? The JC like quote unquote JC like miracles. Really, he's talking about the miracles that Lord Yahweh Shai did, and he's talking about how they are going to be able to do those same miracles using this Neuralink technology, right? Which is basically just the MOTB, right? The Metapon brain implant part of the MOTB, right? So they've already started to push this MOTB more and more, because it's actually going to it's coming out, man. We are in those times right now. We are soon going to start seeing these devils, start seeing Esau Edom start to push this technology, and it's coming. It's coming, man. It's coming. In fact, it's already here, right? They've already fuck yeah. They've already I want to say approved human trials for this technology. So eventually these devils will start pushing it, right? Lord willing, it's this year, because we're trying to get out of here quick, right? So let me keep going into it, because there's still more to go into concerning this whole thing, right? So that's part of the signs of this beast system. And really, man, like I said, you other camps have a lot of explaining to do, right? Because now you are seeing, more and more as time goes by, right? How the MOTB is the like this implantable, micro C hips, man, is becoming more and more clear exactly what it is, through prophecy, because these devils are basically just telling you, just spilling the beans, straight up, without even under zero pressure, man. So eventually, you camps are going to have to explain how, sin or sleeping with white women or whatever other thing you say the MOTB is that, right? Now, Revelation 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right. And this is, of course, going in, back into the ages, of course, going back into the ancient world, right, where you had these devils, basically putting to death anywhere that no one to convert to their Wakitaki plantation Christianity, which is just, a continuous worship of the revised Roman Empire, right? And we are going to come into that time once again, where you have these devils. Let's just get it. Revelation 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Right. And that's basically going into the MOTB, okay? And how the mark, the charagma, that's exactly what it is, okay? The charagma would be pushed throughout the four corners of the earth, and all men that are on the earth, right, would receive the MOTB, the mark of the beast, in their hands or in their forehead. And in this case, Elon Musk is pushing the MOTB for the forehead, your metapon, right? The brain implants MOTB, the brain implant microchip. That's basically what he's pushing. And he's speaking about the miracles that he will be able to do with it, right? Oh, that once you take this, that will be able to restore, reconnect, you'll be able to reconnect nerves that have been severed, right? Which is basically what he's going into and talking about, how he can make blind people see, or he can make people that have any form of paralysis, right, or people that are mute, unable to speak again. Basically, you are reconnecting different parts of the brain system, that the brain stem that has been disconnected, in order to give these illusions of miracles, right? That, oh, the blind can see, the lame can walk, the halt is able to speak again, right? The mute are able to speak again, right? And that's the fourth promise that the beast that the beast system, right? The fourth promise that the beast system pushes with this MOTB. But as the scriptures say, right? And let's just go into this as well. Never trust thine enemy. Be not deceived, okay? Be not deceived. This is just part of Esau's way of selling himself to the people of this world, right? So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, that thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Right. And you can't trust the words of these devils, man, because they're going to come out and start speaking all these great things. Talk about all these great miracles that they're able to do, right? Smooth words, man. Words that are smoother than butter, right? They're going to speak as though he's, this is for the benefit of mankind, Oh, when you take this, when you take this chip, man, it's gonna be better for you. It's gonna be better for you, And that's basically how he's going to be speaking about the MOTB up until up until these devils start pushing it, and mandating it all over the earth. You can't buy or sell, you can't open a bank account, you can't, get a job, you can't fly or travel anywhere, you can't even, get a house, you can't do anything unless you got that CHIP, okay? And that's ultimately what it is leading towards, or rather what we're going to. Because you already know how this is going to go, man. We already have that, as the scriptures say, you have an unction from the Holy One, and we know all things, right? And we also know that the devil is a liar, and that this is a very this is and it's very deceptive language that is being used here. When Elon Musk is talking about the benefits of the MOT, because it's all for the sake of selling the technology to you Babylonians, deceiving the earth, right? As the scriptures say. So I'm going to end the video right there. So with that, once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High. Yahweh Ba'asham Yahawashai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, Wa Abad Babala, and through his praise, I hope you are calm and you are quite edified, and Shabbat Shalom.